well, not with Say Drop-ins, but with the Unleash the Power Within group. And there was something, there's this thing about mirrors, how everyone around us is a reflection. Now it goes dark again. Right. How everyone around us is a reflection of us, which is totally true. And even if you don't see it in that situation, you have to like work your way around the mirror because it could be the rear view mirror or it could be any mirror, honestly. But what really does matter in people's behaviors around us is how we react to it, how we take it inside, how we react to it. Like that really does matter. It's to become more aware of things happening around you. Then it gets crazier. Situation, people are like, why are you dealing with that? Just stop talking, blah, 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 whatever. To the girl that my ex was dating who left me for, and it's a long story. However, that's not it, buddies. I me who has experiences with this stuff and studied it, because not only did I study my relationship for 2 years, but I was also studying alongside Tony Robbins and everything he taught me about mindset and whatever was going on inside his brain. I've been studying for 2 years very deeply. The pattern recognition is what I'm real good at. Like, yeah. And unfortunately, that pattern is very similar to everybody else's patterns that deal with that situation. It's not new. It's not, it's a very old way that people, I think, lose their mind, become psychopaths or whatever, like narcissists. It's just something that happens because they didn't deal with trauma. They lived with it. They're still living with it. They're stuck in it. Their mental state, mental illness, whatever, has them stuck. However, I was like, am I really? I am doing the work that I'm supposed to be doing. I'm all in this, like, people are like, don't get entangled into their drama. Don't let it stress you out. It's no longer stressing me out because at one point I let go of that stress because I realized when I got to talk to him one time that, ugh, no, I can't. Not the way my mind works. And all the stuff that I learned, you know? So the reason why I'm helping two individuals out in the same almost situations, but not really, but kind of, I was telling people I'm like a domestic violence counselor at this point, but that is true. Because I've already experienced. Tony says we don't need to read books about our experiences. We live the experience. I live the experience. Can you imagine? No offense to these people, but seeing their experience, I'm like, oh, shit, I got out of some crazy shit and I survived, I experienced, I learned, I grew from that experience, and now I can help people also with that experience and add that on. I'm filled with experiences: house burning down, parent loss, sibling loss, friends murdered, whatever you want to do. Like, bring it on. I got it all. I got a lot. I, unfortunate pet loss, obviously, and grief, dealing with depression, suicidal, well, that's, yeah. Like, sorry, I probably should have said that. But for real, I've dealt with so much house laws. Freaking, anyway. So, what they said is whatever you're dealing with, you are the right person for them. I'm the right person for them. That's why they need to come to me, because that is my job. I'm just not charging them. This is all the stuff that Tony taught me I am doing. I need people to help to, go through that. Another thing I did learn though is I'm supposed to ask a lot of questions because when you ask the questions, it gives that person something to think about. And that's where they can get their answer. I'm not always the answer for everything. I can't answer everything or why they do this or why they do that, why they're staying there. Like, I understand why, but they have to figure out why they're staying. I know why I stayed, but they have to figure out their why. Going back to the whys from the rapid planning method. Oh my god. This is amazing. You guys have no idea. This is so amazing. Like, this is what Sage Robbins and Tony Robbins does to my brain. I don't think people understand. Like, they passed that torch to me, and I am full light on helping people. But you know what? I'm not full on light because I am a dark empath, and I can understand the darkness and those hard times. I am like gray. You can say I'm gray, whatever, okay? I'll be gray. I'll be gray for the people that are depressed that need me. I'll be gray for whatever. Like, I can handle it. I can handle whatever they got going on in their head. You know, because I put myself through so much suffering. It's unbelievable. So much suffering, so many thoughts of how to my life over and over. I literally had a whole entire plan. I don't think anybody even realizes. I have a whole vision, a whole plan, everything that I was going to do, like timing, day, everything. And I'm past that. I'm past that moment. I'm past that vision. Whatever Tony did to me, I got it. I got it out. I'm trying not to cry now. But anyway, to help my two people that I'm helping, you know what it is? I am the person most equipped for them. I am their mirror because I got out of it. I found a way, and I'm healing. And not all of it always works, but maybe something I say, or maybe the questions will help trigger them into realizing that's maybe the moment where they got lost and they still accept that people being mean to you, talking down to you, verbally abusing you, ever, that is not, no. You have to end it right there. You do. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. Because that person, you're not healed yourself at all if you're accepting that. If you're accepting that behavior as a as a as what you think as love, I guess you can say, if you're accepting that, that's telling you a lot about how you think of yourself and view yourself. For me, I didn't feel those things. I knew they were untrue. However, there's also a thing called the nervous system that unfortunately is also listening and senses that fear that you're feeling. No matter what, you can't completely ignore something like that. I'm sorry. My heart was broken and I was a crazy, not great, happy person, but those emotional abuse that I endured for 2 years definitely did something to my brain, you know? Maybe it's not that I believed it, but I was already believing worse in my head anyway with myself. I didn't even want to exist, so let alone someone calling me names didn't really do anything to me. That's how it felt. I was already in pain. And that could be for other people too. They think it's an acceptable behavior. So, what I got to do is figure out how I can be a better mirror for them. I do want to think about the question thing. This is my final message. Are you ready? Listen to this. No one is here to give us what we want, to complete us, to fix us, or save us. What's going on in the inside is we are responsible for. It's all us. In order to change anything, it's within yourself. No person can make you. Maybe they can influence you to change, but you have to do the work. You can't just snap and be fixed. You personally, inside your own mind, heart, soul, spirit, have to change yourself. If you want to lose weight, guess what? You're responsible for finding what works for you, what heals you. Love you guys. Bye.